Customer service is often thought of as just answering questions or solving problems, but in reality, it's so much more than that. At its core, excellent customer service is about building genuine connections and trust between you and your customers. These connections create the foundation for long, lasting relationships that keep customers returning again and again. To do this successfully, there are several fundamental principles that every great customer service professional should understand and practice. Let's begin with the first and perhaps the most important principle: respect. Respect means treating every customer with courtesy, kindness, and dignity, with no exceptions. Whether the customer is polite, upset, or even frustrated, it's crucial to remain calm and patient. Put yourself in their position. How would you want to be treated if the roles were reversed? Respect is about listening carefully to what the customer is saying, valuing their time, and making sure they never feel like a burden. Even small gestures, such as greeting customers warmly, saying please and thank you, or using their name when appropriate, make a significant difference. Respect sets the tone for every interaction, creating a positive atmosphere even when situations are difficult. Next is communication, the backbone of good service. Communication is more than speaking clearly. It's about being honest, transparent, and timely. When you provide accurate information, customers feel informed and reassured. For example, if a delivery is delayed, don't wait for the customer to discover the problem themselves. Reach out proactively. Explain what's happening and what steps you're taking to resolve it. This type of open communication builds trust. It's also important to tailor your language to the customer. Avoid unnecessary jargon and use simple, straightforward terms when needed. And remember, communication is not limited to words. Nonverbal cues such as tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language are equally powerful and can completely change how your message is received. Another essential principle is empathy, the ability to put yourself in the customer's shoes and understand how they feel. Customers usually reach out when they're confused, frustrated, or upset. Demonstrating empathy means acknowledging their feelings and showing them you care. For example, if a customer is upset about a lost order, don't just give a scripted apology. Say something like, "I can understand how frustrating this must be for you, and I'll do everything I can to make it right." Empathy helps calm tense situations and turns what could have been a negative experience into a positive one. Closely tied to empathy is responsiveness. In today's fast-paced world, customers expect service that is both quick and effective. Responsiveness doesn't mean rushing through conversations, but it does mean avoiding unnecessary delays. If you promise to follow up, keep that promise. If you don't have an immediate answer, be upfront about it and provide a realistic time frame for when the customer can expect a response. Responsiveness shows respect for the customer's time and demonstrates your commitment to solving their problem. Equally important is consistency. Customers want to know that every time they interact with your business, whether online, in person, or over the phone, they will receive the same high-quality service. Imagine contacting a company multiple times and getting different answers or levels of support each time. That inconsistency creates confusion and erodes trust. By maintaining consistent service standards and ensuring all staff are trained to deliver the same quality of support, you build reliability and credibility. Consistency also applies to your tone, your attitude, and the way you handle problems across different situations. Now, why do all of these principles matter so much? Because customer service is not just about one-time transactions, it's about relationships. Every interaction leaves an impression that can either strengthen or weaken the bond between your business and the customer. Excellent service transforms first-time buyers into loyal, long-term customers. It turns satisfied customers into enthusiastic advocates who recommend your business to others. On the other hand, poor service leads to frustration, negative reviews, and damage to your reputation that can be difficult to repair. In today's highly competitive marketplace, customer service can be your strongest differentiator. Products can be copied. Prices can be matched. But the way you treat your customers is unique to your business. By investing in service excellence, you increase customer satisfaction, reduce complaints, and create long-term growth and success. To summarize, the fundamental principles of excellent customer service, respect, clear communication, empathy, responsiveness, and consistency, are the essential building blocks of every positive customer interaction. Practicing these principles ensures that customers feel valued, understood, and confident in your service. And that's what creates loyalty, customers who return again and again, and who share their positive experiences with others. Thank you for taking the time to reflect on these principles. As you continue through this course, you'll learn how to apply them in your daily work. By doing so, you won't just strengthen your customer relationships, you'll also gain greater confidence and success in your role as a customer service professional.